Well, hello everybody. I'm Claire. Today we're going to be talking about a really interesting topic. 5 ways to make yourself to look even more attractive. And these ways have been researched by researchers. And so this could be a pretty trustful advice for you guys. So if you guys really want to know how to look better in other people's eyes or how to look more attractive, today's video is gonna be all for yours. Let's look at the first one. We have you're holding a warm beverage. This may sound cringe, but you can be attractive or not according to what kind of beverage are you drinking. Like if are you drinking a warm drink or are you drinking an iced tea? If you are drinking warm things, usually people will believe you as somebody who's friendly, who's warm, and who's easy to be friends to. And if you're holding something cold, it could maybe be a sound that people will think that you're cold type and you doesn't really want to interact with people around. And so yeah, those kind of drinks also will affect a lot to what you looks like in other people's eyes. But remember, you can change or not. It's all like your ideas. Different people could have different styles. So it's totally fine if you want to drink a cold beverage. There's nothing wrong with it. Or next one is see you in a group. Usually when people see you in a group, what does this help you for? Like, is there anything helpful with this? If people see you in a group, then first, they know that you are a friendly person and you actually is connected to social and people around you. So that's the first point. Second, if you're in a group, people know that you actually have friends and so that you're not a cringe type of person. And lastly, people would love to see each other in a group more than seeing them in a usual state. I don't know the reason why, but that's just what the research says. But let's just say that's pretty interesting, huh? Last, not least, you have sometimes you make small mistakes. I've said this for you for like a lot of time before. If people make small mistakes in front of others, if they are really smart but still have mistake, they will be way more attractive than the people who sometimes will never make any mistake. People who are perfect will usually be think as a people who's maverick and usually would do the things that nobody else can. And so even some other people around you, not they just think you are extremely smart or ultimately smart, some of them could even think that, oh, I'm not enough to play with him or her. They just like really great, but I'm not even a little part of them. So it could affect a lot. Next, you give people compliments. Did you ever give people compliments? Like you give others compliment about not just their outlook, but also you give people compliment by what they do, by their hobbies, by their daily routines, by what do they post, what do they have. You give people compliments, no matter if what kind of compliment it is. If it is nice hearing and if it sounds great for the ear, then people will usually appreciate it a lot. And the most important thing, you are a great listener, especially if your friend is a talkative person. Everybody in the world would like to have a great listener as their friend or as their partner. So it's like nobody will hate or nobody will stay away from a great listener. Try to become a great listener. Try to listen with your own feelings. I've once made a video on how to be a great listener. So you can watch that video again. But being a great listener totally has a lot of advantages. So just try to be a great listener one time and see the advantage that it could bring you. Well, that is all for today's video. Today we've talked about 5 research ways for you to look way more attractive. I know that these could be small things that people wouldn't notice in the first time they met you, but maybe their first impression is not as good. You can try to change that expression to be even way more better by these 5 top tips. Well, that is all for today. I hope that today's video is helpful to all of you guys, and goodbye. I'll see you someday.